and only one sprayer is spraying. Dang, what do? Don't worry, LJ's got you. So we're starting off with something pretty simple. It's wintertime, you're driving, your windows get covered, and you go to hit your sprayers, and nothing happens. Or only one of two of your nozzles is spraying, or neither nozzle is spraying. Whatever it is, we're going to talk about all the basics today. So you got a couple different options. You could do this with the car running, on, or accessories. I just usually use on or run. That's a lot easier. Go ahead and pop the hood, and we'll talk about the components in there. You can see just one sprayer sprayed. Ignore some of this mess, but the first thing you're going to look for is your washer fluid reservoir, which is identified with this symbol right here. Looks like that. And then you're going to just want to make sure that you have fluid in there. The best way to look is actually going to be down there. Mine is a little bit low, so we'll go ahead and top this off. The first thing you do is check, and you don't have enough washer fluid. You're going to want to add some, which is pretty easy. It's usually blue. Stop following my face. Follow the bottle. It's usually blue, and they come in different freeze points. So this one's a negative 20-degree freeze protection. Another thing to note for the second component, it's going to be the pump itself for the washer fluid, and that's located on the reservoir itself. Some cars, you can access it from here, but most cars, you have to access it from usually underneath, or in this case for the Grand Cherokees, through that fender liner under the wheel well. And all you would need to do is get your washer fluid, open this up, pour in like that, and give this a close. The other thing to note is if you've let this run empty for too long, it'll sometimes burn your pump out, or your pump will start to die because there's like air going through it, or debris that gets pulled up in the bottom will start to plug this up. And if you look compared to the beginning of this clip, I've got a lot more fluid in there than before. So the next thing that you're going to want to test is to make sure that your pump is running. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set you guys over here. I'm going to give the lever a little pull and listen for the pump. So if you did not hear that pump, then you know there's something wrong with your pump. And there's a couple things that could be wrong with it. One, it could be the pump itself. Number two would be a potentially bad fuse. And for each car, it's going to be differently, but just look for your fuse box and find the one for this washer pump. Sometimes it's tied in with another circuit, so you have to do a little bit of digging. Sometimes it's its own individual fuse. So since we're here already, I'm going to go ahead and show you guys what a fuse box looks like. And this has got a whole list of all these fuses, what they apply to. And all you would do is just pull the fuse up and out, inspect it, make sure it looks good. If not, there are replacements in here. I'm not going to walk through that. That's going to be a separate video on fuses, but just so you guys know what you're looking for in there. The other thing is if your lines run under this, just look for leaks or any sort of spots that are saturated with the washer fluid, then you'll know that's where it's going versus out through your sprayer. Essentially after this, just kind of trust me on this because it's kind of hard to show, but there would be a hose that comes around, and it's this guy right here, and it follows this path, comes on up, and you can see it right here, and it's going all the way up to your nozzles, which are right there, and then all the way around to the second nozzle right there. And those are pretty self-explanatory. It's just two holes or a couple holes that spray liquid out of them. You guys may have noticed in that video that only, again, one of my sprayers is working. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to check my lines, because if you see that your pump is good, then you're going to potentially have a blockage in your lines if nothing's coming out of the sprayers. So what you could do to test is disconnect the line right here, hit the pump, and see if anything sprays out. Since I got a puddle right there, I know it is spraying out up to at least here, but I know that there's a leak or something going on because this doesn't seem to be spraying from that nozzle. So I'm going to go ahead and connect this back up, and mine is busted. And just so you guys can see kind of what a good one looks like, this fitting just wiggles right on and off, pops right out of there. But this is the piece that's broken, this whole fitting right there. So I got to get another one of these. So since this piece right here is broken on my nozzle, I have to replace the whole thing. And as you'll see on the side of it, there's these two little clamps right here. And you basically have to, on the old one that's in there, press down on this and it'll pop up through the top of the hood. And that's how you would replace this. But I'm going to go ahead and just use my pliers, and I'm going to pinch these sides and then push up, and this whole thing should pop out. And if you need some more space, just pull this down, and that'll pop this out of these little clips and pull up on like this one. And now you've got this line out of the way. And you can see here, all you're going to do is just push at the top of it, and that'll release this clip through that. It's kind of hard to do with one hand, but I'm going to go ahead and just pinch it and do it on both sides. And then once you've got that loose, that just pushes through. And we're going to go ahead on this other side, and we're going to pull this nozzle out. And you can see that there. Nothing to it but to do it. This one's a little bit different because I think this has 2 holes, but the one I have only has 1 hole, so hopefully that doesn't make too much of a difference. And then for the new one, all we're going to do is it's going to go in the same way. We're just going to slide this in and line up the holes. And then once you've got this lined up, it's just going to clip right in. And just like that, you're done. Now we're back on this other side, and all you're going to do is just going to take this fitting, push this right down. So now, hopefully this doesn't leak and it sprays all the way through. And we've got a good seat on this, which I hope. So let's test this out. Got the 2 sprayers there. Look at that. And we're just going to check it for any leaks. Got a little bit. So I'm going to try to see if I can get this to snug up on here. And just like that, we're all done with the basic troubleshooting for washer fluid. Anything past this is no longer basic. Even though pulling a reservoir isn't the hardest thing, there's no point of me showing you guys that because it's not the simple, easy tricks. So the idea behind this is just to show you guys things that are quick, easy maintenance, troubleshooting, basics that you can use and apply. So if you got any friends out there that are in need of this, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share with them. Otherwise, I will see you on the next one and drop some ideas of what I should do next. Peace.